I'm Ken Fish. I'm not Harvey Milk, but my message is the same. I'm Ken Fish, and I'm here to recruit you.
Hi, my name is Mara Paulino, and I'm with the Rhode Island International Socialist Organization, and we're here at the Marriage Equality Rally, the State House.
My name is Nelia Khan, and I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. Basically why I'm coming down here is to support marriage equality, because I really believe that if you infringe on the civil rights of one person, you infringe on the civil rights of every and all Americans. So I really believe in equality for everyone. It's really important to support equality.
Sarah Tenney from Wakefield, Rhode Island. I've had two moms since I was 7. I've grown up around this. It just didn't seem unnatural to me ever, and I've been supporting ever since. The president of the GSA at Lincoln School in Providence, and it's time for Rhode Island to be equal.
We're here to show that you don't have to be gay or lesbian to believe in same-gender marriage, because we are the parents and the friends and the grandparents of people who are gay, and all we want is full civil rights for them.
Hello, I'm Misty. I'm from Riverside, Rhode Island, 18, and I'm here to support gay marriage because I believe that everyone should be equal.
My name is Patrick Crowley, and I'm the editor of the blog Rhode Island Future, www.rifuture.org. And I'm here today because this is simply a matter of justice, and until we have equal rights for all people in the state of Rhode Island, then we don't have rights for anyone in the state of Rhode Island.
My name is Reverend Gene Dishlevsky. I'm the coordinator of the Religious Coalition for Marriage Equality in Rhode Island, and I'm pastor of Riverside Congregational Church. And I'm here at the rally to support marriage equality.
Hillary Davis from Wakefield, Rhode Island. My best friend had 2 moms, and I grew up with it. My father was adopted by a gay man, so it's very normal in my family. It's very accepted. I'm here to support.
My name is Tony Policio. I'm from Providence, and I'm just here because I see this as a civil rights issue, not so much as a religious issue. And I keep trying to make the distinction that the religious can have their own sphere of society. We deserve our rights under the civil sphere of society.
I'm Allie Fasano, and I'm from Jamestown, and I grew up gay in a not very tolerant community, and I don't want anyone else to ever have to face that, when everyone should just be completely equal, because we're still people.
I'm Julian Trilling. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. I'm also the president of the GSBA at Lincoln School. I just grew up in a, everyone supporting family, and I hate to see such discrimination, and I want it to end, and so that's why I'm here.
How do we work together to assure that we share in the rights that are promised in our Constitution? How starts with standing here today and proclaiming your commitment to working for justice, to do what is necessary to let our legislators know that we have waited long enough and the time for equality is now. You will leave here today with a plan of action that you will take home to your neighbors and share with your friends and loved ones. This is not something that can be done by one or a few. Our opponents accuse us of lying about the overwhelming support we have. They will say what they have to, trying to discredit our right as Americans.
I'm here to recruit you into the struggle that began formally about 30 years ago with the Stonewall riots in New York City. I've been part of our struggle for social justice and equality for all of those 30-plus years, and I'm amazed at our progress. But simultaneously, I'm appalled by our so-called political leaders' embarrassing and revolting homophobic behaviors. Homophobic is the right word. You don't like it? Well, let's take it apart and see what it means. Homophobia, phobia, fear of, homo, about us, fear of things gay. So what is it exactly that they are afraid of? Homophobia, that combined with political power that continues to prevent our full participation in the American dream. Political power. And it's time to take off the gloves and to name names. It's time for truth to speak to power in a clear and outraged voice that says, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Now let's start at the top with Governor Kachiri, who has promised to veto our bill. He's promised to veto our bill despite repeated and reputable public opinions in polls in Rhode Island that show strong support at the 2-to-1 level for civil marriage. He says he will impose his personal religious and political views on our state's residents' rights in order to preserve his, quote, traditional, unquote, views on us. Frankly, he reminds me of some of the Southern governors of a generation ago attempting desperate defenses of segregation, all in the name of, quote, tradition. Orville Forbes, George Wallace, Lester Maddox and his despicable axe handles. It took our Supreme Court to end that traditional view that had the same effect of creating a second class of citizens who was not accorded full and fair access to society's benefits. Governor Kachiri may seem to be an easy target, being a Republican and all, but greater villains lurk in the legislature and its so-called Democratic leaders. We might expect to find enlightened support and courageous leadership in the state's Democrat Party, and we can find many in the party and its faithful, but none in the legislative leadership. None. They are cowards, all. Not an ounce of political courage in all of them put together. The Speaker of the House, Bill Murphy, the most powerful politician in the state, he echoes the governor's empty arguments and refuses to let his party members vote their conscience on marriage and related civil rights issues like even divorce. His arrogance is shared in the Senate by Teresa Paiva Weed, who won't allow even committee votes in her domain. Just this week, I attended a hearing on the divorce bill in House Judiciary. Another hearing, another year, but no vote. Why not? Representative Donald Lally is the chair of the committee, but Bill Murphy controls Lally. So 15 members of the committee of his committee in the General Assembly are being denied their opportunity and their responsibility to make a decision on behalf of all of us. Why? Because they have the votes, and they are afraid of the result. We have the votes to win. They are afraid of the result. Homophobia again. But it's too easy to demonize our enemies. We must look deeper at why they can get away with this outrageous exercise of political power. We must also look to those who say they are our friends and look beyond their words and judge their actions. Many of us were very proud when Gordon Fox was elected majority leader in the House. We were even more proud when he finally came out as a gay man. But Gordon Fox has now become part of the problem and not the solution. Where is the courage to confront the injustice and religious discrimination that we face daily? When Gordon Fox goes along to get along on his quest for political power, he drags us along with him. We need courage, not cowardice, from our political leaders and from our political parties.
Rhode Island is now the only state in New England in which gay, lesbian, queer, and transgender families are denied access to equal marriage rights and protections under the law. Now is the time to change that.
embarrassment. It's terrible. In such a small state like this, where it's such a great, positive, warm community of folks, it's an embarrassment that of all places, Rhode Island is the last place to support marriage equality in New England. It's silly and it's ridiculous and it needs to end.
It's pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's probably another reason why, we're the last in a lot of things.
Now is the time, Rhode Island. Now is the time to join Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and even Iowa in standing up for equal rights. To everyone here today, I urge you to go out and make your voices heard. Together, we will demand equality for all Rhode Islanders, and together, we will win. Thank you.
What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it?
It is shameful. So I call on Bishop Tobin to let our people go, and on Bill Murphy to let his people go and vote, and on Donald Lally to let his people go and vote. The time for change is now. It is time to send a message to the homophobic and cowardly so-called political leaders in Rhode Island. We're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. I am not Harvey Milk, but I am here to recruit you. Are you ready to march with us and to march with Frank and the other courageous political leaders in this state to win this battle? Thank you.
Thank you, Harvey. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? When do we want it?